Hello, my name is Oliver and welcome to my very personal finance channel. Okay, let's just get straight into it. Total dividends for this month were £328.05. I've had less than 10k invested and I've worked it out that is a 3.36% return on my money for a month, which is absolutely insane. I mean, there are banks who wouldn't even pay you that over the course of 5 years, let alone a month. I'm aiming for 4% on the year, every year, so 3.36% puts us in very good stead for hitting that target. And the massive dividend is basically caused by Aviva having a stock split, which I've got another video on. Basically, they reduced their total amount of shares by 24% and as compensation gave everyone who owns a share £1. So for every share you owned, you got £1. The downside is that you lost 24% of your shares. So I, for example, had 250 shares and I ended the day with 190 shares and £250 in my pocket, which isn't bad. I put the £250 straight back into Aviva and we're up now to 290 shares total. I don't know what that means for Aviva in the long term, but as I bought straight back in, I hope that you can see that means that I think it's a positive move by Aviva, and I think that holding them for the long term is going to be the right move for me. Now, even without the £250 from Aviva's stock split, we're still looking absolutely fantastic for the month of May. We received £14.46 from AGNC Investment, which is this guy just here. We received £36.75 from Aviva, which is just here. And we received £22.61 from Lloyds, which are just here. And those total up to £73.82. So, I mean, even that's a really, really good month. So with the £328 dividend, plus the £230 I invest every month, plus I put in an extra 200 quid to take advantage of Aviva when they dropped down to £3.90. I managed to secure myself 20 more shares in AGNC. As you can see, that we're very down in AGNC. So I bought 20 more just to bring down my average cost per share. And that brings our total position now to 195 shares. And those 20 shares cost £189.46. As mentioned, we bought another 100 Aviva shares. That was for £405.16. So I did say the stock split dropped us down to 190. We're now on 290. So we're just working to bring down that dollar cost average on Aviva as well. Same story for Henderson Far East Income. We bought another 50 shares of them. That cost £145. And that is, again, just to bring down that dollar cost average. We're just a touch down on them, about 3%, 3.19% down. And they pay 5.9%, 5.9 pennies per quarter. So pretty good. You're getting roughly, for every 100 shares, you're getting £6 a quarter. So that's not too bad. And we're also into Powerhouse Energy for another for another 1,500 shares, and that was at a cost of £34.50. Again, bringing down our dollar cost average. Looking forward to when they do finally announce that either the company's gone bust or they've actually got a working power plant built, because one or two things are going to happen, and I reckon they're going to happen within the next 18 months. They can't keep going the way they're going. So we're basically just living in hope on those guys. Our total downside is still only £600. So I was hoping for £1 a share for Powerhouse Energy, which would be amazing if we ever get that. And moving over to the spreadsheet, it's been a bit of a tricky one this month. So I've put the dividends in, but I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the Aviva stock split dividend in. As you can see, this is the May bar. It has just gone through the roof. It's dwarfed every other chart, and it's brought our average up to £87.38 per month, which is it's I mean, it's a lot. I wanted an average of £35 a month for the year, so this has really, really skewed my results. If we go into May, I could take it out. I could call it just an outlier, just ignore it. As you can see there, look, we're now £73.82, and if we go into total, it's updated and we are £36.53, which is much more reasonable, especially if I'm going to be using this data next year, the year after, the year after. It just means that I don't have a massive outlier to contend with. But of course, that massive outlier is still a dividend, and special dividends do happen. So I suppose if you've made it this far, I'm asking you, what would you do with this? Would you keep the stock split dividend in and just work around it in future years, or would you call it an outlier and just ignore it? And that's everything from me for this month. It's been a tumultuous month. We've had the best dividend payments we've ever had. We've had we've ticked over 10 grand invested, which is just testament to the slow and steady wins the race sort of mentality. And this is the first month that I really feel like dividends are a viable way of living without working. And yeah, been a great month. That's everything from me. Goodbye.